greatest accuracy among tier 9 mediums, troll armor, and a face only a mother could love. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Erich Konzept 1, a German collector tank that just hit the shop 2 weeks ago for the first time on September 2024. For obvious reasons, we will call this tank Erich. Much easier. Bonjour everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new biased review in which I give you my opinion on a certain tank, opinion based on my game experience, for you to know if yes or no you want to acquire it. First thing first, let's dive into Wargaming's official video regarding the tank to see if once again they kinda lie about it. As you will see throughout the whole tank's teaser, Wargaming is advertising the tank as a mobile, deadly platform that seems to be played quite aggressively on the front line, and that could survive against pretty much anything. But yeah, let's be honest, if you play it like Wargaming suggests, you are gonna die faster than a tier 1 encountering any tier 10. But it's a little bit weird, isn't it? Because Wargaming has a good history regarding lying trailers about tanks, don't they? But anyway, trailer is one thing, statistic are another. My green screen died, let's go further. You guessed it by the intro, the Konzept 1 is a sniper and nothing else. Therefore, his main strength is its gun, most specifically the gun dispersion, the alpha damage and the gun depression, all forming a cocktail that you can use comfortably on the battlefield. Regarding the other statistics, beside the tracks, they are just average. The engine is good on paper, making the tank go up to 55 km per hour, but the reality is that you will probably struggle reaching that speed. And if you do, please do not ram anything, ever. And another thing you might want to take a look at is the glorious hull turn rate, because getting 70 degrees per second for something that size is quite honorable. GG to German engineers on this one though. Let's now dive into the last part of the statistics, being the armor. But before jumping in, let's take a few seconds of silence for the overall look of this tank. Never mind, the turret looks like a circumcised PP, let's be honest, or even Frankenstein. Well, like what the f is that? It looks like it will ask me for some money to buy crayons just to eat them. But anyway, at least, even if it's ugly, it seems like this tank can get you some pretty troll bounces. So you see, being ugly has its perks, right guys?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Overall, it's probably best for you not to count on the armor at all, because if you trust it too much, you're gonna get back into your garage in no time, destroying your damage ratio and your ego at the same time. A sniper with crazy tracks and big as hell, let's find out how we make it work.
Take shit, I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do
do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got...
Now, before going into the Ace Tanker replay, let me give you some quick tips on how you're supposed to play the tank from start to finish. At the beginning of the game, in the first 30 seconds, and if the map allows you to, take a spot from which you can actively shoot the slower opponents that are reaching out to their position. This way, you can secure yourself a good amount of damage early game. Always check the map, because if you find yourself in an uncomfortable situation on one side, where there are more opponents than allies, remember that you're a sniper, not a brawler, implying that if you want to make the best out of your tank, it's better to leave and reposition with the rest of your team. Finally, to play this tank well, you must be careful. If you don't know what I mean, just imagine that, like my current replay, you're left one shot. Therefore, you must be extra careful while going out of your way and let your allies take shots for you. Find a position from which you can peekaboo using your 8 degrees of gun depression. Make sure to go out in sight only when enemies are reloading, and you should be set for success. Now that we saw the statistics and how we play it, let's get an Ace Tanker. As I already told you, you need to be with the rest of your team. I wanted first to go on the left side to snipe, but it seems like all my team decided to go on the other side, so we are following. Arriving at my spot, the goal is to use my sniping abilities to put a couple of shells into my opponents while making sure I'm not the main target. As you saw, during the vast majority of the fight, we did not try to be the main target. And now that we are 100% sure that we are not going to be taken down by anything else than the E100, which puts us into confidence, we are going to play aggressively to snap those remaining damage out of the earth. Just like that, by being careful while playing, peekabooing at the right moment, and making sure that we are not the main target of our opponent, we managed to get ourselves our first Ace Tanker using the new Erich Konzept 1. The Erich is a really interesting tank, nearly an intellectual one to play with because of how strategic it requires you to be. It will not forgive any mistakes and therefore need to be played wisely. All of this makes me want to classify it into the pro players only category, as a newcomer or even your average player will not make anything out of this tank. I strongly believe that it's a tank everyone will have forgotten by December, and for that I rank it forgotten out of 10. This video is now over. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like and share, and I promise you that if we pass 1000 likes before tomorrow, I'll make sure to get another based review ready on Friday. Waiting for this to happen, feel free to tell me in the comments what next tank you want to see here. Bye. Hey you, yes, you, like that video? Why not going for another one? I have plenty of videos you can choose from. All you have to do is hop on this truck. Come, don't be afraid. It's only one video.